Rachel, you were in an open relationship which all fell apart when I slept with your drug dealer, and then your boyfriend got pissed because apparently the relationship was only open on his end.
Yes. Well, I didn't know, but I had taken his virginity, and for him, like, that was very important to him. At the time, I used to view sex as just an activity. And so we decided to have things open because it's going to be a long distance over the summer, and I was very adamant about him being able to, like, sexually explore himself. And I asked so many times to make sure he was good with it and he was fully on board. But then I slept with someone, and he said that that was unfair because it was unequal. And he expected it to only be on his side. His exact reaction was, I think I'm going to vomit.
Based.
But yeah.
That's why most open relationships fail, though, because it's never really communicated exactly how both of the people want it, and it's just like, it's never really fair, I guess.
We tried to work it out. I tried to, like, leave it open on his end because, like, I was really in love with him a lot, and I was fine with that, but man kept blowing his chances. He just kept, like, telling girls about me in the process of trying to fuck them, and I was like, dude, no female wants to hear that.
Was it like a mutual decision that you would be open as well, or you just talked about him being open?
Well, it was always kind of assumed and talked about that it'd be open both ways until that didn't work, and so then I was open on his end, not my end, and then eventually I asked for equity and he wanted equality, so we kind of mutually went other directions.
Wait, so just to be clear, you started dating a guy, it started open for the both of you.
Mm-hmm.
Then he wanted to close it on your end.
Yes.
You agreed to that, correct?
Yes.
And then you wanted to open it back up again.
Yes, because at that point,
and then you slept with your drug dealer, but then you said he got pissed.
Oh no. So the thing is like, that's how we came up with the, like, how I found out that apparently he always had assumed, because like all of our conversations, it sounded like open on both ends. That's when I found out he actually thought it was only open on his end, is when I was honest about that, and that was about 3 months into our relationship, and then that was my longest relationship, which went for 7 months. And so, like, during those 4 months, I was eventually kind of like, I don't know what you do with that, you know?
Okay. So
distance.
You were in an open relationship. This was your longest relationship. This was a 7-month relationship that you referenced. You slept with your drug dealer, and are we talking marijuana? What are we talking here?
The goodies.
What's that?
The stuff you can't get at the dispo or the grocery store.
Molly? What do we...
The gas station. I've actually never tried Molly. I'd like to. Mostly just like shrooms.
Meth?
I have gotten weed from him before.
Meth?
No, not meth.
Heroin?
I'm not
crack cocaine.
Crazy. It's like the hippie drugs, you know?
Are you a hippie?
I've been called that many
just
times,
like
yes.
psychedelics.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You said you had a guy obsessed with you. You felt like you were a babysitter. You told him to go make friends. He comes to your house banging on the window to show me that he made a friend, some random girl he had just met. Definitely low-key stalking, or just lots of stalking behavior. And that one's kind of whatever.
I don't know if you've caught on to a trend, but I really picked the cream of the crop.
The cream of the crop.
Yeah, I don't know why. I've been told that I just find like the weirdest human beings, and I'm like, yes. But yeah, so I graduated high school in 2020, so I started university in 2020 online, and my English teacher told me that I should make friends. So someone in one of my classes, she like hooked us up, and so we were just like talking virtually. We kind of liked each other. Things started getting really excessive, and then when we both came out to school, it was like way too much. That was when I had to tell him to make friends, and him liking to show me these friends. And also, like, I'd be trying to study and I'd have to print him out coloring pages, so he'd like let go of my arm. Yeah, it was very uncomfortable.
Okay. You have so many more. I'll do one more, and then we'll come back to some of your other dating anecdotes later. But you said that there was a different guy who was obsessed with you and would literally do anything for you. He was your bitch.
Yes.
Your words.
Yes.
What happened there? What's the story there?
That's when you could talk about providers, someone overly trying to provide for you out of anything. Also, that's the thing too, is like his whole thing was like, oh, because since you don't want it, it makes you more deserving of it. And everything just got really excessive. It's like if I made a joke once. I was like, can you get a puppy? Because I want to play with a dog. Literally that night started looking at dogs, ended up buying my favorite breed of dog.
Okay, he bought you a dog. What else?
Yes. Bought me a lot of things.
How much? Was he like a sugar daddy type of thing, or?
But
you guys were dating / sleeping together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was your bitch though. How was he your bitch?
I don't know.
Did you boss him around type shit? Like he had no spine? He was spineless?
I would say he was spineless. I was never trying to like take advantage of him. But it's like he tried so hard to like almost purchase my love, and like he recognized that. So like that's like literally what kind of made him my bitch. It's like, oh, for example, I crack a joke about wanting a dog and he goes out and gets a dog. It's like, oh, I'm going abroad, so he's gonna buy tickets to surprise me, even though I don't want him coming explicitly.
You said you almost got a restraining order against him?
Yeah. For that same reason. Just because a lot of his other behaviors were extremely unhealthy.
Okay.
Yeah.